Hello and welcome everyone to the Harry Delarusso Stadium, where we'll be bringing you the Boston City FC 2019 home opener to the NPSL season. Tonight, we'll bring a rematch from Week 1, where Boston City FC will face Hartford City FC. Both teams played to a draw last week, a thrilling 3-3 encounter with 2 goals from Jonathan Batista, number 9, from Boston City FC. Tonight's matchup, the home opener, hoping to be the first win of the season for Boston City FC. We'll start right now with the lineups for both teams, starting with the home teams. A few changes from Week 1, 4 to be exact. Starting at goal, where Jason Katz will make his debut as the Boston City FC goalie, wearing number 12. Jason Katz, the 10th goalie to start for Boston City FC in the 4 years that the team has been in existence. On defense, Keith Dixon with number 2, next to Peter Borbo-Carbo with number 5, Ralph Angren, and Jeremy Patchard. These two, the only holdovers from Week 1 on defense. In midfield, 3 men lead the Boston City FC. Thomas D'Agostino with number 6, Charlie Molari with number 21, and Samuel Di Osa with number 10. Up front, Zion Balagoon with number 14, Jonathan Batista with number 9, and Rigoberto Jimenez with number 7. The team brought to you by Michael Bustamante, the second coach in Boston FC's history. Over at Hartford City, Nick Ballesteri brings the following individuals. In goal, Hemi Camara with number 1. On defense, Daniel Jones with 3, and Kevin Ipina with number 16. Luis Bedori with number 22 will also play on defense next to Andre Morrison, who is wearing number 19. In midfield, Mark Grant with number 21, Tyler Carlos with number 10, Andrew Garris with number 11, and Miguel Carnero with number 20. While up front, we'll have Luke Alvaro with number 17 and Shaq Sanchez with number 4. The officials for today's match will be Adam Kilpatrick, and his assistants, Eric Schreiber and Philip Cox. The fourth official for today's game, Miguel Lara. All right, let's bring to you the keys to the match today. Boston City FC looking for that first win of the season after the tie last week. Starting with Boston. First of all, make the most out of scoring chances. The team looking to feed off of Samuel De Osa and Charlie Molari, hoping to get into the back of the net today. Coach Michael Bustamante hopes to feed off attack and play from Jonathan Batista. 2 goals last week, looking to catch up to Isaac Adai and be the top scorer in Boston City FC history. And of course, key to this game, be stronger defensively. The team took 3 goals in last week, hoping for a better performance from the defense today. And for the keys to Hartford City FC. Oh, actually, we'll be going to the national anthem right now. Moment of silence. That was our good friend Vitor with the national anthem. A wonderful performance here to open up today's proceedings. The teams are on the pitch. We have the lineup. The coaches are set. We are ready to go for Boston City FC soccer on this wonderful Saturday night. Harry De La Russo Stadium, a new home for Boston City FC. Hoping to bring some good luck to the team. Let's see if we can get the 3 points today for the Lions. A couple of interesting tidbits from today's game. We have two players debuting on defense, especially Peter Borbo-Carbo and Zion Balagoon. Both players coming from Boston University. They'll be helping to spearhead this improvement on defense today. News to me from Mr. Michael Bustamante, our head coach. The strategy today seems to be work on with the fullbacks, hoping to overlap this defense. The play goes through Charlie Molari, number 21. We'll keep our eyes on him. And, of course, the youngster, Samuel Diosa, number 10, only 17 years old, lots of skill, a traditional skillful player, number 10. We're hoping to spearhead the creativity of today's match. Meanwhile, Hartford City, we know Mark Grant is the star of this team. Next to Luca Alvaro, seems to be the danger man. And the change, the primary change for today's matchup from last week is Shaq Sanchez. Now, the youngster, number 4, will be starting. He's the speed man. We'll keep an eye on him as well. Speaking of that, let's go to the keys to the match with Hartford City FC as well. There we go. So, Hartford City will no doubt try to learn from last week's matchup and stop the threat of Jonathan Batista, the top striker from the team, scored twice in their last encounter. They'll definitely keep an eye on him. And, of course, make sure that Mark Grant can operate in the midfield. Number 21 is the primary offensive piece from the team, the creative player. We'll have to keep an eye on him as well. And, of course, deal with the speed of Boston City attackers. This is a very different team from previous seasons. We had 7 new starters last week, and we have 4 more today. Young team that's looking to build off of speed. Coach Michael Bustamante, who actually played for Boston City FC in the debut season, played under Palinha, the ex-head coach. Certainly drawing a lot of respect from his players. Hoping to win. Here we go. Teams huddling up together before the match. That last moment of concentration. Words coming over from the captain. Jason Katz, the goalie over there, taking center stage as well, showing some leadership. And here we go. We have a welcome to the jungle blasting over on Stadium. Hoping to make Harry De La Russo the Boston City jungle. And we know, in the jungle, the lion is king. All right, so Boston City will start with the kickoff. We have Charlie Molari right there. Very recognizable with the dreadlocks. Of course, as we mentioned, he's the creative piece in this team. Fundamental for today's matchup. And he'll be the first to touch the ball on this Saturday night. Teams line up. There's the kickoff. Here we go, the 2019 home opener for Boston City FC. There we go. We're going to throw in right there. Ball belongs to Boston City. First cutoff from Hartford City. Throwaway's in. Rigoberto tries to get it, loses it. The kickoff. Oh, Mark Grant tries to get it. Molari wins it, loses it in midfield. Oh, once again, recouping possession for Boston City. And we have using the right backs right there. Keith Dixon tries to get the cross in. Cut off by defense. There we go. Kicks it forward. Not worried about keeping possession, Hartford City, in this opening minute. Boston City tries to build back again from the backfield. Jonathan Argueta with the ball. Plays it with his teammate, Garbo, who kicks it forward, trying to get up to Rigoberto Jimenez, who can't get the possession. There we go. Number 6 for Hartford City FC, kicking it out of bounds. Second throw into the game. Here comes Rigoberto. Nice pass up to the box. The cross is in. Oh, Number 14, Zion Balogun almost catching that, but the defense, well aware, cuts it off. Aggressive start for Boston City FC. Here comes Jonathan Batista. Passes it back to Molari. Molari with Zion. The ball is forward, out of bounds. Aggressive start to Boston City FC, but all we have is a goal kick. And Hamikara with possession. There's Hartford City building from the back, trying to slow the game down. Frenetic big start to the game. Boston City showing a lot of aggression. Hartford City trying to slow things down, trying to take the crowd out of it. A long pass forward. Shaq Sanchez tries to get it. Well aware, Jason Katz with possession. There we go. Rigoberto with the ball up front once again. Tries to play it with Samuel. Misses the pass. Here's the counterattack for Hartford City. The ball's over to Shaq on the left-hand side. He tries to get past the defense. He does. Oh, a mistake from Katz. But the defense saves him there. Here's Zion once again, moving through the right side of the pitch. Tries to put it forward, but Andrew Garris is there to recoup possession for Hartford City. Trying to build up to from the side again. There is Kevin Apina. Puts the ball out. It's a throw-in. Throw-in for Boston City. The Lions have it with Keith Dixon. Tries to find it forward, but puts it directly out of bounds. It's a throw-in for Hartford City. There is number 19, all alone on defense. Number 19, Andre Morrison, one of the last-minute additions to this game. The pressure, Hartford City trying to build, but pressure from Boston City on defense. Oh, almost leads to a chance there as Charlie Molari intercepts it in midfield, but cannot take advantage of it, and it's back with Hartford City. Once again, trying to build off the left. That seems to be the strategy. There we go, trying to find Shaq. He tries to put some speed on it. Leads it quite well with Luke Alvaro. He crosses it to the middle. Well aware, Ralph Angren with the cross. Hoofs it. A lot of possession. There's Mark. Oh, skillful touch. Mark Geiger tries to get it. Well aware, Keith Dixon to put it out for a throw-in. A skillful play right there from the Hartford City attack, trying to find Mark Grant. But number 14, Zion Balogun, well aware to cut it off for a throw-in. It's a long throw-in into the box. The defense gets it, cuts it out. Oh, we could have a counterattack here from Boston City. There he goes. Forward, trying to find Jonathan Alvarez. He's going to charge the matchup with the defense. Puts it out for a throw-in. A lot of long kicks forward in this beginning. Boston City clearly taking the initiative. Hartford City, a little more patience in their build-up. Throwing on the right, it's Keith Dixon. He looks and finds Zion Balogun. He goes out of bounds. It's a throw-in. The ball escaped him there. It was an interesting piece of offense on the right-hand side, but couldn't quite hold on to it, and it's out for another throw-in for Hartford City. Easy, simple passes right here to start. Lots of patience from this defense. Trying to find the hole for that long pass, and there it is again to Shaq once more. Using the speed. Gets through Dixon. Finds the challenge. Number 5, he crosses it. Oh, and it's in. And it's in. Goal! Hartford City puts it into the back of the net. To open this up, once again, a defensive mistake. And Hartford City opens the score 1-0 over at Harry de la Russo Stadium. The score, trying to find exactly who the scorer was right there. Number 17, that's Luke Alvaro, the danger man, well positioned in the box. They built that play up through the first 5 minutes with Shaq over on the left-hand side. This time, he takes advantage of the defense, a low cross, and Luke Alvaro, well aware, well positioned, puts it in the back of the net. That's the first goal of Jason Katz's career with Boston City FC. And it looks like Jacob Wagmeister will be the only Boston City FC goalkeeper to debut with a shutout. Boston trying to come back in this game already. Let's remind the audience here. Last week, in the opening game in Hartford City Stadium, Hartford had the lead 3 times during the game, and 3 times Boston City managed to draw even. Hopefully today we'll have the same, and maybe even better, take the lead at some point during this game. It's a throw-in over there in the middle of the field. No, it looks like a foul. Yeah, puts it on the floor. Didn't quite see a foul there. Here we're looking at the replay of the goal once again. A beautiful play by Shaq Sanchez. They're using his speed. We talked about his speed being a danger. A low cross, and Luke Alvaro, like the traditional target man that he is, pushes it into the back of the net. Oh, and here we have a poor free kick from Hartford City. Delivers the ball right back to Boston City's arms. And it's a throw-in. Another long throw-in, another cut from the defense. Number 11, Andrew Garros, the holding midfielder, well-positioned on these long passes, puts it out for a throw-in. We're looking for the ball here. And here we're looking at the goal once again. Very well-positioned. We've seen a little bit of a lack of cohesion in the defense. Like we said, we had 7 new starters, and we have 2 new starters. We have 7 new starters on the first game, and we have 2 new starters on this game. It may take a little bit for them to gel, and we definitely saw it on that opening goal. Oh, steals possession. Hartford City with the counterattack, trying to use that speed once more. Oh, and this time Jason Katz is well-positioned to kick it forward. And here's Rigoberto Jimenez. Struggles to take possession, finds it, turns it over on his foot. Skillful play right there, finds the midfielder, and they're building it right back on the midfield. All 11 players of Hartford City's team on defense right now. They're looking to build off that counterattack, especially with this lead. Pushes it back to the goalie, who kicks it forward. Not interested in that build-up right there, but the ball is right back over to Mark Grant. Finds the colleague over on the left. Tries to pass it forward, looking for Shaq. This time he wasn't there. And Boston City trying to build off the right again. Another throw-in. Another throw-in performed by Keith Dixon. Puts it forward. Now, once again, just giving away possession here, Hartford City. It's a closer. He's going to put it directly into the box. Oh, trying to find his teammate there, number 14, Zion Balloum. Loses possession. Hartford City has it. Oh, there's Sammy Diosa pressuring Mark Grant. Tries to force the error. He puts it over. Oh, I think that went out. We had Peter Garbo asking the referee that it was a throw-in, and it looks like he was right. We have a throw-in for Boston City FC. Keeps up this pace. Keith Dixon's going to end the game with tired arms here. It's another throw-in. We have 8 minutes, almost 9 into this first half, and those are several throw-ins for Boston City, performed by Keith Dixon. And here we have Hartford City trying to build out the pressure. Oh, and the referee's calling it a foul on Tyler Caros. Tough call by the ref there. We did see some contact, but the referee saw a free kick on that instance. Hartford holding possession on their own defense, trying to build patiently. Oh, what a play. And here's Shaq again, using his speed. He pushes it forward. Jason Katz a little bit ahead. He tries to put it in. What a save by Katz. It's bouncing in. Oh, it's in the back of the net once again. Goal! Hartford City. Shaquille Sanchez, number 4. What a play. And it's 2-0 to Hartford City to open up this first half. What a goal, what a play. A nice counterattack here with Miguel Carneros, leaving it to Shaq Sanchez. That seems to be like their primary strategy of offense here, and Boston has no answers to Shaq Sanchez's speed. He bulldozes through the defense on the left-hand side once again. Jason Katz a little bit out of position on that play, still makes the save, but gets the unlucky bounce, and it's in the back of the net. 2-0 Hartford City FC. Boston City has their work cut out for them in their first half. Hoping to get some patience. We'll see what Michael Bustamante is going to do. And once again, Keith Dixon there, one-on-one with Shaq Sanchez. That's going to be difficult to hold up on this game. Too much speed, well-positioned, plays with his head here. Oh, and here's Hartford City once again. What a dribble, Miguel Carnero. He puts it forward, passes the ball over to midfield. They turn it over to the right back too hard, but it looks like we have a foul there, a dangerous free kick. I didn't quite see who committed the foul there, but it's a frontal foul here. This could go directly with danger to Jason Katz. The first dangerous free kick, truly dangerous free kick of the game. And what a play by Carneiros there. The Brazilian called pedalada, the bicycle kicks there to get through. We have a dangerous free kick, and it looks like it's Tyler Carlos is going to take the free kick. Keeps his hands on his hips. Going to try to kick it over. Mr. Adam Kilpatrick talking over to the wall there. The defense moving Shaq Sanchez over. It seems like he was having a little misunderstanding there with his opponents. But all good. Here we go. Free kick. Tyler Carls kicks it straight in. Oh! Shakes the net, but from the outside. And hit the field goal post there. Close. Good free kick by Tyler. Yep. That was a good shot. A little bit off target, but it's a goal kick. And Jason Katz will build it up. He's telling his teammates to go forward. He wants to kick it forward. Get it out of his defense. Yep. Little gain and loss of possession there in midfield, and it's another throw-in. Feeling Keith Dixon a little nervous here in this game. He is one of the last-minute additions to the starting lineup. There's the throw-in. Number 11, Andrew Garros. It seems like they build off of him always on defense as well. And it's a throw-in. A throw-in on the defensive side of the ball for Hartford City. A throw-in for Boston City. They'll build off the opposite side now with Jeremy Pachter. Now, we know that Boston wants to be aggressive. We know that they want to pull the fullbacks forward. So far, the strategy has not worked out. Oh, and what a play there. What is the ref calling? He calls a foul. A handball there? I'll confess, I did not see a handball there. Ralph Angren seems like he did a nice little play to get away from the defense. But according to Mr. Adam Kilpatrick, he used his arms there. We'll try to catch it on the replay later, see if we see the handball there. But it's possession, Hartford City FC, who leads 2-0 to start Boston City FC's inaugural home opener game here at Harry De La Russo Stadium in Revere, Mass. There's Boston. Tries to kick it forward. Rigoberto battles, wins it, uses his strength, gets it forward, passes it over, and it's another cutoff by Andrew. What a play. Andrew Garros is always in the right position, it seems, to cut off these long passes by Boston City. Oh, and now returning the favor, Mr. Ralph Angren cutting off a long pass from Hartford City. Well positioned, the central defender there. Boston playing with a line of 4 on defense. Well done. And it's another goal kick for Hartford City FC. And Hamikara will build off slow once again. He gives it to Daniel Jones over on the left-hand side. Daniel Jones backs to Hamikara. A lot of patience, and now that they don't have to rush. They've got a 2-0 lead. Trying to build up with patience. Oh, there he is again. Louis Badori working on Mr. Keith Dixon. This time he does well. Pushes it forward, looking for Jonathan. And that's another cut by Daniel Jones. The ball bounces in midfield, a long kick, a punt really, over to Jason Katz, who catches it with no difficulty whatsoever. And here we go, building it slow. Building it slow with Charlie Malari. Charlie Malari loses it. A dangerous loss to Charlie Malari. And here comes Luis Badori. Oh, he finds number 17 with a shot. And it's over the goal. Goal kick, Jason Katz. Now, a dangerous play by Charlie Malari there. Try to dribble in front of his defense. Bustamante losing his mind here on the sideline with Charlie Malari. The 17-year-old lost the ball in front of his defense and gave up a dangerous play, but the shot by Luke Alvaro this time off target. Only a goal kick for Boston City FC. Let's look at that goal once again. Shaq Sanchez, just too much speed, nobody on him. He puts it into the corner. Katz manages to touch the ball, but it still bounces into the back of the net. We saw Jeremy Patcher trying to save it there, but too little, too late. The speed of Sanchez really killed Boston City in the beginning of this first half. He's a little bit silent since that goal, playing a little more of a central role now, while we see Luis Badori over here working on Keith Dixon on the right-hand side of the defense. And we have a throw-in for Boston City. Keith Dixon, a long throw. He gifts it. He gifts it over. Nope. It's possession, Boston City once again. A throw-in. He's going to take one at midfield now. This time he goes short. Batista passes it over to the middle to Samuel Diosa, the 17-year-old Samuel Diosa, and Charlie Malari has it. A lot of expectation on the young Malari. He passes it to the left. Here we go. Jeremy Patcher puts it in the middle. Thomas D'Agostino loses it. Hartford City tries the turnover. Andrew Garris, the shot forward. Here comes Hartford. The defense seems out of position once again. We have Shaq in the middle. The ball goes over to Mark, and he loses it. Another dangerous quick attack by Hartford City FC, and Boston just has to clear it, but can't get it far enough. Tyler Carlos once again building attack over on the right-hand side this time. And we have number 6 over up wide, Kevin Apina, 16. He's trying to low cross, cut off by the defense. Rigoberto, Shaq, he dribbles, pulls it over to his right, tries another cross, and Ralph Angren cuts it off with a diving header. But possession is still with Hartford City. A long pass, the defense gets it. Jeremy Patcher, Rigoberto, Charlie Malari actually, loses possession, puts it back, and now Hartford City putting Boston City in their back foot, defending on their own side of the pitch. Ooh, and a slide tackle there in midfield. That could be the first yellow card of the game, I think. Rigoberto Sanchez complaining to the ref. That was the first real tough tackle that we've seen all game. I think that should have been a yellow card, personally. We see some complaints by Shaq there. But that was the first tough challenge that we've seen in this first half. Rigoberto getting the worst of it. But according to Mr. Kilpatrick, no yellow card. And here we go. Jonathan Sanchez. Nice stoppage there with his chest. He's got 2 men on him, looking for help. Nobody shows up. He tries to do it by himself, loses it. Oh, and here we go. Mark puts it forward to Luis. Jason Katz try to come out. He misses it. Luke Alvaro. It's in the back of the net once again. What a goal. Goal. Luke Alvaro. A third goal of this first half, and it's getting out of hand here at the Harry De La Russo. Another mistake by Jason Katz, an unfortunate debut for the young goalkeeper. He comes up. It wasn't the ideal situation, of course. Luke Alvaro, after we had Jonathan Batista lose the ball here, nobody shows up to help. He loses possession. The ball is left to Mark Grant, who finds a wonderful pass over to Luke Alvaro, who once again is left one-on-one with Jason Katz. He tries his best there to come out and stop it, but it's a third goal. We have Hartford City 3, Boston City 0, only in the first half. Oh, and another mistake, and here comes Hartford City once again with Shaq. He gets it through, puts it with the tip of his toes, and it's in the net from the outside. Misses a golden opportunity there. And here we're seeing the third goal of the evening. Jonathan Batista trying to do something there. The ball is lost. A wonderful pass by Mark. We saw Jason Katz trying to slide tackle over there on Luke Alvaro, but too much skill for the goalkeeper. He's left all alone and just passes it to the back of the net. And Hartford City is running away with this one over in the first half. Boston City has a mountain to climb to come out of this game with anything at all, with only 20 minutes into the first half. And we see Jonathan there trying to pressure, screaming at his companions there, looking for a little more electricity. Oh, and what a dribble over on the right-hand side. Hartford City loses it. Here comes Keith Dixon. He stops it, passes it back. Charlie Malari Finds a companion over in the middle. Here comes Rigoberto. He's holding it. Passes to Malari. We know Bustamante likes the game to flow through Malari. So far, hasn't done much in this first half. Passes it to the middle. Here comes Boston City, trying to show a little bit of hope. A quick pass up top, but too high. Poor pass by Boston City, and Hartford City cuts it off and puts it out for another throw-in. Boston not giving up in this game, showing some heart here. Tough start, 3-0, but the team has not thrown in the towel, will not give in. The Lions want to show something in front of their fans for this opening 2019 season and still believe they can come out with a tie at the very least. But it's Hartford City with another attack, another long pass. And Jason Katz this time, with ease, collects it. Too much space between the defense at this point. And that needs to be addressed at halftime at the least. Too much space for Hartford City and Boston trying to build out the back with a bit of patience. There's a long kick from Keith Dixon. Rigoberto finds Jonathan. Oh, they blow the whistle. What was it this time? An offside? A tough call there by the assistant referee, Eric Schreiber. Seems like he called an offside on Rigoberto Sanchez. I confess I did not see an offside at that moment. But the whistle is blown, and we do not have video review at NPSL, so it'll stand. Well, 22 minutes in the first half. Let's thank our sponsors for this game. As the game slows down a little bit, we see Mr. Adam Kilpatrick talking to Santi while Hamikara adjusts his socks. But let's thank our sponsors. Today's game is brought to you by We Got Soccer, Cambridge Health Alliance, CHA.org, MTI Malden Taxi Inc., New Balance, the Tavern in the Square, great place to watch the game with your friends, and the Geist Group. And there we go. Thank you to our sponsors. Today's game brought to you by our wonderful partners here at Boston City FC. Let's get back to the action. Here's Charlie Malari over on the left-hand side. Come on, kid. Let's see what you got. A lot of expectation on Charlie Malari. The game needs to flow through him. Well, let's flow into a goal. Charlie Malari puts it over, tries to turn. There's a touch. It goes out of bounds. He's complaining, but I have to say I did not see a touch by the Hartford City player there. Complacent with his dribble, Charlie Malari once again. But there we go. The ball is with Boston City. A lot of heart by Keith Dixon. He gets it back. Tries to carry it over the middle. Finds Charlie Malari. He stops it. Puts his feet over it. It's a nice play. Here we go. Boston City trying to show some hope. Trying to show their teeth in this first half. He goes down. The referee lets play go. Jeremy Patcher looking for a foul. He gets up and pushes back. And this time he calls it a foul. Team is losing their patience with Adam Kilpatrick here to start off this, to finish this first half. Wanted a foul there, and I have to admit, I did think it was a foul as well. Hartford City building from the back again. Lots of patience from Hartford City. There's Kevin Epina. They're building off the opposite side with the left-hand side. A nice pass to Mark Grant. Mark Grant passes it to nobody. Passes it to nobody. Puts it in space. Miscommunication with his coworker. And it's a throw-in. Possession, Boston City. Boston trying to build lots of pressure there. Now, the pressuring team is Hartford City now. The urgency is to Hartford City. That's not how it should be. Here's Keith Dixon once again. Tries to cross forward. Heads it. Here's Hartford City looking for the fourth. Looking to close it. The pass. Luke Alvaro. He hits it. Oh, what a save. Jason Katz well positioned with his feet. Good save. Saving Boston City in this instance. This time he keeps it out. A good play by Hartford City. Luke Alvaro, the danger man, once again in the box. Kicks it. But a well-positioned Jason Katz makes the save. And it's a throw-in for Hartford City. Looks like they're trying to put it directly into the box. It's Luke Alvaro, the striker with the throw-in. Who would have thunk it? He puts it forward. The defense cuts it. Oh, almost puts it on his own net. It's a corner kick. A difficult cutoff there by Boston City. A little shaky on defense once again. He cuts it back towards his own goal, but it's high, and it's a corner. And we have Miguel Carnero with the cross. Here we go, another dangerous moment for Hartford City. Miguel Carnero with the cross. It's in. The kick. Oh, it's in the back of the net once again. Did it stand? Yes, it'll stand. It's a goal. Hartford City. 4-0 in this first half. Defense left stumped there on the corner kick. We had a nice cross by Carnero, a headbutt in the small box. The ball bounces in front of Jason Katz. And somebody pushes it into the back. I think it was Luke Alvaro again. Opportunistic striker pushes it into the back of the net, and it was him. Luke Alvaro with the hat trick in the first half. Oh, it looks like it went to Luis Bedori, the goal. Everyone's congratulating Alvaro there. 4-0. Tough start here for Boston City. Oh, now the team's just lost it. Here we go. Over on the right-hand side, Shaq with the shot. And it's out. Another mistake on defense. Another possession given up by Boston City. Another dangerous attack with Shaq Sanchez, this time on the opposite side. He kicks it directly towards the goal. And it goes out of bounds. It's a goal kick. Boston trying to find themselves here. A shocking start to this game. Boston 4, Hartford 4, Boston nothing. Not how Michael Bustamante wanted to start his home career over at Boston City. He'll have a lot of work to do. And there we see the goal. And pushes it into the back of the net. We had Shaq Sanchez once again headbutting it in towards the middle. And I think that was Luke Alvaro who punched it in. It was either Luke Alvaro or Luis Bedori. They look alike. It's hard to distinguish one from the other. But regardless, what matters is the scoreboard. And it's 4-0 Hartford City. A tough start. But they haven't thrown in the towel yet. Trying to show something in front of their fans. But a lot of work to do here in this first half. Yep, it looks like it was a offsides on this play. And we have Hamikara there. Patient, no rush at all. Game in hand. Just in his shocks once again. A tough start. Tough start to the game. We have 29 minutes in this first half. And really, it's been a walkover from Hartford City. Too much speed. Yep. And we have the first yellow card of the game, and it goes to Jonathan Batista, the danger man, the striker for Boston City FC. On the foul there, I'm sorry. It wasn't a corner. It wasn't an offsides. It was a foul by Jonathan Batista. And he gets the first yellow card of the game. There's the kickoff. Oh, and we have Luke Alvaro once again with the shot. This time he pooches it. Doesn't get how he wants it. Poor shot by Luke Alvaro, and it's an easy goal kick for Boston City. No danger at all. But once again, Alvaro clear in front of the defense. There's just no answer for the danger man at this point. And there's the goal kick. Ball's off. There's Batista. Puts it forward. Tries to find a teammate. It's struck by the Hartford City defender. Zion Balloon trying to find Jonathan Batista in the box, but the defense gets the better of it. And it's possession Hartford City once again. They kick it forward. The ball, it's won and lost in midfield by Boston City, really. They can't seem to win these battles in the middle. The second touch is always with Hartford City, who win another corner kick right here. And there's Shaq once again. This time, Tommaso D'Agostino wins it over, changing the who's marking Shaq over there. Jonathan Batista in midfield dominates it, loses it, but it's a throw-in.